So now, if you're doing a multi-point calibration, which is going to be the case on an ag leader yield monitor, a case IH yield monitor, or 600 series Deere combines with a new ag leader or new monitor in them, are going to be doing the multiple load calibration as well. Basically, any system that's doing a multi-load, multiple load calibration, this is the sheet that you'd want to use. So it starts off the exact same, our average harvest speed. So this we're going to pick 4 mile an hour. Max yield we're calibrating for, we want to be able to hit, say, 260 with our 20-foot head. So then we do the same thing, A times B times C divided by 8.25. 4 times 260 times 20 divided by 8.25. And we get 2,521. We take that, divided by 5, and we get 504. Show up in there, if we round it off. And basically we're going to increment those loads down for each one of those. So we take 2521 minus 504, and we get 2017. Subtract 504 again, and get 1513. Subtract 504 again, get 1009. Subtract 504 again. And our last one is at 505, 504. Should be very close to our original divisor number. Alright, so these are the flows that we want to hit to make the best calibration curve possible. Alright. So then we go down here and we need to know what we're calibrated in. So say in this one, we're calibrating 190 bushel corn. Alright, we take that 190 bushel times our head width, which is 20 foot, and we get 3,800. Alright, so now we want to take each one of these flows that we have to hit in bushels per hour and convert them to actual speeds we have to hit in 190 bushel corn to hit the flow rates we want. So the first one, we take our first flow, 2521 times 8.25 divided by 3800. I get 5.47 mile an hour. Next one, flow of F, is 2017 times 8.25 divided by 3800. I get 4.38. I can walk right down this list. 1513 times 8.25 divided by 3800. So now that they've all been filled in, you can see we range from about 5.5 mile an hour down to 1 mile an hour. These are the speeds that we're going to have to hit in 190 bushel corn to hit these flows. So these are the flows that we're actually trying to hit, but it's very important that you watch your speed and set your speed in the combine. If you try to set your speed off of the flow, so if you go to your bushels per hour page and you watch it and you try to get close to 2,000 bushels per hour as your flow, one thing, the monitor's not calibrated yet, so it may not be reading your bushels per hour correctly. Number two is what you see on that monitor is the corn that you've drove through a few seconds before. So if it starts dropping, you may actually start speeding up, but you're actually reacting to something that happened behind the combine already. And you'll always be reacting late, and you have a tendency to overcorrect if you're trying to set this off of the flow itself. So we definitely recommend you do it off speed. If you do it off speed, instead of taking less rows in the head, by doing it off speed, you always have the header full. Your combine's operating at a more normal flow rate, normal flow pattern as you increment these speeds up and down. The other thing to remember is once you're finished, if you do a good job, you're calibrated from 505 bushel to 2521 bushel. All right. So as your combine, you get into better corn, you get into worse corn, it is a good idea to switch to the actual flow page and see what flow you're actually combining at. If you're calibrated to 2521 and all of a sudden you realize that a lot of the field that you're calibrating is in the 2700 bushels per hour, then you probably either need to recalibrate or reevaluate your calibration to make sure that you're calibrated for these higher ranges, or speed the combine down to get your yield back in this calibration flow in order to get the best maps possible.